I mean, I think it's great. This is one of my favorite cons, like, in the world. I mean, not that I've been to all the cons in the world, but definitely, like, New York is my home, so I love New York, and I love the fans here, and I love the fan interactions in general. Like, I think that's sort of part of the reason why I do it, is I love people that purely love these things. I mean, they can be sort of both things. Like any great fan, like you go to a baseball game and you have great Yankees fans that'll yell at you too when you do, you know, because they're so invested and so nerded out on it. And but I like that. I mean, this can be a little overwhelming because there's just so many of us in one tiny place. But in general, like, I think the fans are terrific, and it's, you know, most of the reason why I do movies like this. It was really like into my 20s when I got to New York that friends of mine, kind of more arty friends, were into these graphic novels, and of which one of them was Hellboy. And I just remember being so struck by the art at first. Like, I think the art is so beautiful and so specific with its color and stuff. Like, you know, Hellboy is really one of the only red things in it. There's a lot of like blues and then yellow, occasional yellows, and it's grays and stuff, and it's so striking, the like art. And then, like, I also got into the guy and the story, and it's really, you know, I think it's a really fun, modern hero in a sense. He's not a hero of the 50s like Captain America or something. I mean, he's not this hopeful hero. He's more of a hero for our time, which is to me like a more dark, more cynical time in a sense. It's not like after the Great War. It's after, you know, Vietnam. I mean, it's after all these things that have been a little, you know, trickier for our culture and our society. So I really like that aspect of him because I'm always drawn to more complicated characters. I find people that take simply heroic actions to be kind of like, I kind of tune out and I get annoyed. Whereas people that have complex things to deal with in themselves, I'm always drawn to, because, I mean, maybe that's just because I feel like that about myself. So I loved her. I didn't know anything about what to expect. You know what I mean? Like, I had known her from movies, from Fifth Element, and from like Resident Evil and all these franchises. And she seems to me such a powerful, strong woman in a certain way that I was like a little worried, to be honest. And then upon meeting her, she is such a pro, and she just knows how to make a movie. And people like that, apart from your talent at acting and all that stuff, if you're there to make a movie and to get the shots that you need and really love the whole project as opposed to just your part in it, that to me is the level of love that I like really enjoy. A type of person like that. Like, she's really invested in the whole, and that's like a wonderful, beautiful thing.